Hello, this is the voice of crypto. Hello everyone, welcome to the Voice of Crypto, where we discuss cryptocurrency developments, technological developments, application developments, algorithmic developments, basically anything you need, anything you want within the realms of cryptocurrency, within the realms of financial services, security methods, absolutely everything that you need to know. Now today, what I really want to talk about is Darkcoin and its current impact, its future impact, its applications. And this is in the advent of the Instant X transaction system, which basically automatically confirms through the master nodes of Darkcoin. So the transaction is sped up. So the point of sale systems, so the users that are using it, that want to gain funds, coins very quickly, can do so. And let me give you a bit of background on this. I think Darkcoin was released, I think it was around January 2014, so it's over a year old now, and the developer Edufield has been in, I apologize if I'm saying that name wrong, but he's been doing an absolutely fantastic job of developments within this coin, and these developments have so far exceeded a far amount of other alternative currencies, and just the audacity and the passion that the community and he's following through with all these technological developments makes me very excited for the future of cryptocurrency in general. So today we're just going to go through it, and we're going to talk a bit about it, the features, and how I see it integrating itself into the world, into sort of the general populace. Okay, so let me give you a bit of background on this. There was a time in cryptocurrency where the main focal point was anonymity. So you had all these altcoin releases promising anonymity, Tor accessibility, Tor through nodes. We've gone on to the second wave of that, which is like I2P, since potentially Tor is completely compromised. And really what's happened is there's been so many developments in Darkcoin, I'm sure people aren't really even aware of it. So the first thing that I'd like to point out is the X11 algorithm. Now Edufield developed this X11 algorithm. So as a comparison, Bitcoin has the SHA-256 variant, which is basically uncrackable. So when we say uncrackable or crackable means that we can decrypt the hash algorithms innate in the software itself. Okay, so Edufield developed this X11 algorithm with so many algorithmic variants. There's SHA-256, Keccak, many more, and it's such a great development, and really all the coins since then have been developed on the X11 algorithm. Another thing that he set up is this masternode reward program. So masternodes in Darkcoin are the nodes that process all the anonymous transactions. So they're secured nodes that process anonymous transactions and funnel them through it. So it's a very, very, very interesting system, because the way the world and the way the sort of the tech space is going is more into that privacy and that anonymous environment, as we've seen with huge apps like Snapchat, extremely huge, worth a couple of billion at this point. He's also introduced the spork, which is well, I must explain it first. When there's a coin and there's a blockchain, so something can happen with that blockchain. So some nodes can be synchronized to a completely different blockchain. Now you can lose your coins, and it's not synced to the correct network. Now hard forks change the core architecture of the code. The core architecture of the code itself. So a hard fork for Bitcoin would be changing the code for something like, the block size. So we change the block size to, from 1 megabyte, we change it to 20 megabytes. Or we change the coin supply, excuse me, from, just increase it by 10, let's say, or increase it by 5 million, or and that's a hard fork where it changes the core architecture of the code. Now what he's done is developed a hard fork system which sort of outlines and allows a hard fork to occur on top of the network to sort of test it, while keeping, if anything goes wrong, the exterior network, the network that's already running, completely untouched, which I just think is an amazing development, because there's so many things, with the small altcoins, there's so many things that can go wrong with them, and the biggest one is the hard fork. Bitcoin really doesn't have this problem currently because of its vast user base, okay? But the alternative currencies do. And what we're seeing right now with Darkcoin is the amount of nodes in Darkcoin as well. Now, nodes are just peers. So at this current time, I believe there's about 2,217-ish people on the Darkcoin network, as compared to the Litecoin network, which is supposed to be the silver to Bitcoin's gold. Now, I'm not being derogatory towards Litecoin. Obviously, it was the first sort of script algorithm, and it's got its own, gravity. So it's a very, very interesting code design. Another thing, he made ASIC resistant. So ASIC resistance is basically mining hardware which over exceeds, the potential. So it doesn't allow the network and the hash rate to be fair. The hash rate is, for the miners and that sort of thing. And with this new, and obviously, I'm forgetting one key thing, the DarkSend. DarkSend is one of these great functionalities. I think it's using CoinJoin or that sort of variant, where it allows coins to have anonymous placements, so you can filter and mix your coins. So in this era of anonymity and of privacy, the Edufield and the community itself are really going for private transactions and private financial management, which I think is fantastic. Really, obviously, to the outside world, it can be seen as extremely disruptive. However, I do think that this sort of system does have a place. This system is extremely just undervalued, really. Not the price itself, but all the input that's actually gone into this and securing this, it's just absolutely phenomenal. With the Litecoin network, you see, just as a comparison, you see a lower amount of peers, so a lower amount of nodes. So there's many people using Darkcoin, and it's one of those interesting, very, very interesting but isolated technologies where you just look at it and you go, wow, how has someone even come up with this? I mean, for me, when I first saw this, I found it shocking. I was like, how has one man or a development team even come up with this sort of, theoretical development, implemented it and stuck with it for so long? Because it's so disruptive, but at the same time, you have to appreciate that disruption, because when things are disrupted, change occurs. So it could be change for the better or change for the worse. So it's very, very interesting. I believe it's about 6 on CoinMarketCap right now, and I just thought I'd tell you guys and inform you guys about these sort of developments that are going on in the Darkcoin community itself, because with the release of the Instant X transfer systems, you can immediately get coins. So it takes around like 4 seconds to transfer. So if you're on your phone and you want to transfer, okay, I want to send 1 Darkcoin to this person, it'll take 4 seconds. Confirm it all through the master nodes so that you know the coin has been verified, is not a fake coin, is not something, you know, outside the realms of reality. So this is a great tool for finance. And it will be very, very beneficial in the future for point of sale systems, user to user business, international business, like what Bitcoin is, but with that anonymous aspect to it. Because a lot of people believe that Bitcoin is truly anonymous, and it is anonymous to an extent with the hashing algorithms incurred within it. However, Darkcoin completely just makes it so complicated to even define where sources of coins and where transactions are coming from. So it's extremely disruptive. And I just wanted to make you guys aware of that and just have a general conversation about this, because I feel that a lot of people condemn Darkcoin. Obviously people think that there was like some insta-mine in the first period, and there really wasn't. There's really no proof of that. But it's such an amazing development and such an amazing technology. I just thought I would talk about it and expose more people to it, because, you know, as I said before, in the advent of privacy and anonymous functionality, you know, you're really going to see more anonymous, you know, financial activity. If we're talking about, you know, technological developments, that's really where people are going, and it's deeply rooted in cryptography. So, I mean, for me, it's one of those coins where I can seriously see it as being, and it already is a serious contender, but I can seriously see it being, you know, 1, 2, 3, you know, or second. You know, Darkcoin it's just, I mean, for me, just a crazy technology, and I wish more people would experience it, but it seems to have a real stronghold on the Bitcoin community as itself. So I was just making people aware of that, and I'm open to have a discussion about it, and I'm sure others are as well. Hopefully at some point I can actually get Edufield on this show, and we can actually have a private or non-private conversation about the developments that are going on in Darkcoin itself. I would really love that, and I really want to open my arms to coin developers, you know, people that are really involved with theoretical concepts, people involved in, you know, spreading ideas and getting these ideas out there, because people need to hear these things. People need to see these things in every level, you know, good or bad. They need to see it and they need to hear it. Excuse me. So this has been the Voice of Crypto. Like, comment, subscribe, talk to me on Twitter, talk to me on YouTube, talk to me on Facebook, do it all. That's great. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you soon. This has been the Voice of Crypto, signing